In other states, changes to election administration have already been enacted this year. In Texas, 2 newly enacted laws targeting the elections process in Harris County have angered Democrats and voting rights activists, who have accused the state GOP of plotting a power grab in an increasingly blue bastion. One of the measures, SB 1750, eliminates the position of elections administrator in a county with a population of more than 3.5 million people, a criterion met only by Harris County. Under the new law, the elections administrator's duties will be transferred to the county tax assessor collector and county clerk. The Harris County Elections Administrator, a position created in 2020, is appointed by the county's election commission, which is Democratic-controlled. The county's current tax assessor collector and clerk are both Democrats. But another law would go further. SB 1933 authorizes the Texas Secretary of State, an appointee of Republican Governor Abbott, to order administrative oversight of a county elections office if, for instance, a complaint is filed or there's cause to believe there's a recurring pattern of problems involving election administration or voter registration. The new law affects any county that has a population of more than 4 million people, which, again, only applies to Harris County. Both laws will go into effect September 1. Harris County Attorney Christian Meanfee, a Democrat, has argued the two measures are clearly unconstitutional. Our state's constitution bars lawmakers from passing laws that target one specific city or county, putting their personal vendettas over what's best for Texans, Meanfee said in a statement. The Democratic-controlled Harris County Commissioners Court has given approval for Meanfee to file a lawsuit to challenge the new laws. Georgia takeovers in Georgia, new laws spearheaded by the GOP-controlled legislature have changed the composition of county election boards across the state. The laws generally give county commissioners the authority to name members to election boards, stripping political parties of a power they once held. A 2018 Georgia Supreme Court ruling that found members of the DeKalb County Ethics Board could not be appointed by private entities, such as political parties, drove the new laws. In a memo, the voting rights group Fair Fight argued that GOP-controlled county commissions have used that ruling as justification to shift the balance of power to their party on local elections boards. But the broadest takeover language in Georgia was included in a sweeping elections law enacted in 2021, paving the way for a state-appointed administrator to replace local election officials in counties deemed low-performing. After the measure was signed into law, several Republican state lawmakers sought a performance review of elections in Fulton County, Georgia's most populous county and a Democratic stronghold that includes much of Atlanta. A June 2020 primary, during the height of the pandemic, had been plagued by long voting lines and complaints that voters had failed to receive their absentee ballots by mail. And after the general election, former President Donald Trump targeted the county with unfounded claims of widespread voter fraud, following his narrow loss in Georgia, once a reliably red state. Last week, the State Elections Board declined to take over Fulton County, ending a nearly 2-year-long probe that had sparked fears of potential partisan interference. In the end, the state board concluded that Fulton County election officials had made significant improvements in their operations since the state-led performance review had begun.